Well, it's fine, isn't it? What if this one was over here? And then these were over here. Not that we're going to be making any more of those, actually. Worth pondering, I suppose. Hey, everybody. It's Cameron from the Game Cooperative. Playing Seaopolis 2. Today, we're going to apply our smooth brain against the remaining problems for the nuclear option. We'll figure it out. We've made lots of creative essence. Delicious. And of course we've got lots of spores. Great. And we'll figure stuff out. We'll just figure it out. Let's take our Game Boy and go back into the machine. I think we're mostly okay out here. Here we are. We've added a second PRC for the polonium portion of the process. It's been hooked up to water via the entangler. They're output into an ender chest, the generic one, so we'll need some space for the storage of the stuff. That is the plutonium pellets and the polonium pellets. Yeah, we'll need storage for those. Spent nuclear waste should travel up into the dissipation array. We might have to upgrade these, and in fact, we probably just should. On principle. Just on principle. Luckily, we can upgrade in place. Amazing. It spreads like a disease. A little inefficient, to be fair. That was what, 10 of them? It's fine. And because we can, we're gonna upgrade to the ultimate tubes. The tubiest tubes that you've ever seen. Inefficient. It's fine. Everything is okay. Great. So now it exists. And should the worst occur, we can upgrade them further. But for now, acceptable. And I think this will probably be fine for the spent nuclear waste. And really, I think all that is left is to double check, triple check, quadruple check, and then turn it on. And see what happens. Okay, so our first double check. Here we are. Waste goes into the chemical oxidizer. Here. It'll go in through this, the waste ender chest, which will hook up. Then that comes out. Pulled out. Yep. Not super fast, but that's probably plenty. Do you actually say your processing time? It doesn't. but it'll be made into 5 buckets of nuclear waste, so I feel like we don't need a ton of the stuff. That should press directly into our quantum entangler 4 nuke waste. That comes out of the system. Ploosh. That comes out of the system here. It's pulled out. Round robin into 5 separate drums. 20% here. 80% here. Into the various units. This one works at all times, but this one only works during the day, needing solar power. This will produce polonium? Plutonium? Yeah, it makes polonium, which we need more of. Let's see. This is also something we didn't consider. How much does it need? 1 millibucket of nuclear waste to become 2 millibuckets of polonium. Oh. What about plutonium? 10 to 1. Oh. Oh. Oh, well. This requires 10 to make 1. And this requires 1 to make 2. Oh. We don't really need our breakdown, do we? Our breakdown just doesn't need to be like this. Turns out it's gonna be fine. Turns out it'll be fine by itself. Okay, so what if instead we went like this? And just did a round robin like that, and had these little buffer lads. That's probably fine, right? Are you still set up? Yeah, you're still nuke waste. And go on top of this because this does not require sky. Only power. But this requires sky. I guess that's fine. And strictly speaking, these could be elsewhere. This could be like inside our machine like the others. Oh. I hate it. I hate it, but here we are. It'll be fine. These will produce buffer ones, and they will make stuff. It'll be fine. And those will return via their own individual units, polonium, plutonium, into the quantum entangler porters. Let's just double check which one is which. Isotropic centrifuge will take nuclear waste and make plutonium. Nuclear waste, plutonium. Yes. It doesn't matter too much. They could be named the wrong thing and it would still work. But we want like with like. That's just important like that. Cool. And then those will go back in here. To their respective entangler porters. Again, it doesn't matter which one is which, but this is plutonium, which is not hooked up to this, by the way. Alright, Crusher's free and clear. Crusher's making fluoride dust from fluoride, which is this whole dumb chain of things. Sure. And they're going in. Fluoride dust. It needs only polonium and plutonium, respectively. And then they will output waste gas. Spent nuclear waste to the top. And you as well. Output gas. Spent nuclear waste to the top. Do you need to eject? You're ejecting. So these don't have to pull all the way up into the array, which hopefully won't fill. It'll fill some and then it'll just dissipate naturally. And hopefully this is enough of the array to dissipate at full speed. These aren't upgraded at all, which is probably fine. They both use fluoride dust to make their respective pellets, water, and the device. Oh yeah, there's also the supercritical phase shifter, of course, the SPS, which is maybe something we'll be doing soon, because I think the whole point of this is to make antimatter. We'll see. Oh, let's minimize all the things we've finished with. We've gotten quite far, to be fair. Antimatter. Watch, we don't even need this after a little bit. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. SPS. We'll figure it out. I think there's nothing else to do but to begin. Oh. Here it goes. Waste. Okay, immediately we have some sort of... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do top. Because I don't want to interact with this line at all. There we go. Okay, nuke waste. It's going into here. Please to receive. Nuke waste. Yep, you should be receiving it. It shouldn't just be in here. You should have it. Okay. Nuke waste. Gases. Input. Yep. Very exciting. Very exciting. Maybe your problem is on this side? Maybe for some reason you are not allowing nuke waste out? Maybe specifically it does not work with those. It's okay, we only have live nuclear waste active in the system right now. Nuke waste. Outputs. Gas. Give the gas. This should be the side as well, right? That's definitely not the bottom. Or the top, for that matter. Please to receive nuclear waste. Heck! I'm salty AF. Why, you know. Come on. Strictly speaking, we could have the nuclear waste out here. We don't even have to do this with the nuclear waste. We could just connect it directly to this and then into those. I don't really want to do it that way. I wanted to do it this way. But if it's not going to do it this way, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Where's my boots? Hazmat boots? I'm gonna take my charm of sinking off as well, Just in case. Since we can no longer fly. Hazmat boots? You don't suppose they're sitting on the bottom of the ocean? You don't suppose. Oh, they'd be dead by now if they were. Okay, fine. What? As if I'd never made the hazmat boots before? Are you okay? Nothing's okay. Nothing's okay anymore. Quantum and Tingleporter, I am sorely disappointed as usual. Okay, great. Because like this could be now a major concern. You've got fluoride dust in you. That's exciting. I was wondering where it went. Now we know. It did go into this one. On the plus side, it went into that one. Tell you what. I don't want to use this one. Let's do it like this. For tidiness' sake. We're actually out of pipes. Inconceivable. Items. Output. Bro. You've got fluoride dust in you. Output. Items. Items config. Output. Out. Release. Release your fluoride dust. I mean, I know we said we were going to struggle with this, but I didn't expect to struggle with it so soon. This is really troubling. Like, it's very straightforward. We can't fly. I'm salty. If we break this, we're going to have nuclear waste in the world. There. No nuclear waste in here anymore. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that you're not taking nuclear waste. Okay, instead, chemical oxidizer. You now have power, and you will say you'll gas out the top. On over there, right? What happens if we give you waste? Great, we've got nuclear waste in the world. I can't wait for life. Uh-huh. Why? It takes nuclear waste. It takes it. It takes nuclear waste. Just go in. Gases. Output. Are you the same? Polonium. Okay. And then the back. Gases. Output. Okay, it successfully went out. And you as well? Gases. Output. The back. It's gone. But it's in here, not in here. This is outrageous. The bottom. Gases. Bottom. Input. Gases. Input. Receive. Receive the polonium. Receive it. Receive. Plutonium. Receive. Gases. Input. Bottom. Plutonium. Receive. Now, they're not supposed to necessarily buffer, I didn't think. However, this one is buffering items. That leads me to believe that there is at least some internal buffer. It is also not releasing the items, which is a major concern. Because we can't transfer this stuff without mechanism. That has to be mechanism. So these, with their respective sides, we'll even take off the pipes just to make absolutely sure. Fine. Mechanism. You scum. Tube. No. Heck. It doesn't have anything in it. Sides. Gases. Output top. Go ahead and auto eject as well. You scum. Then we'll change this to pull. And you. Gases. Output. Push. Push the gas. Which doesn't exist. Outrageous. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. I don't think this works. Technically, it says it can void gases. But I don't think that's the case. It connects. But it sure ain't going in there and voiding. That's not supposed to be able to, which is fair enough. It's nuclear waste. But I'm so salty that things aren't transferring through the system that is literally supposed to transfer items. Just go. It's your one sole purpose to exist. You took the items, which you shouldn't have, and you're not releasing them. And you're not taking the gases, which you should, and you're not releasing it. Well, who knows if it's releasing it or not, to be honest. It's outrageous. It's a very simple machine. It should just do the thing. We're trunk loaded as well, right? Let's just double check. Yep, force loaded. 22 hours and 15 minutes ago. Yep. So this is trunk loaded and exists. It should be able to function at the same time. On this side, we're trunk loaded. And it exists. It should go. That's distressing. You output polonium out the front. Oh my god. I'm so disappointed. And you've got plutonium. Despite the fact... Oh my dear giddy aunt. Despite the fact that this is input from the front, you have output plutonium into this pressurized tube. Somehow. I'm so upset. It shouldn't be like this. This is just outrageous. I'm so upset. It just won't do the thing. The one and only thing that it's supposed to do, it won't do it. And I don't know what to do about it. We're not worried about that stuff. Redstone detection is ignored just in case, right? Gases. Receive from the front. Oh, it's output to the front. I don't think that matters, but maybe it does. Look, you're going to be input only. No outputs of any kind, anywhere, for any reason. So stupid. Actually, we should just do this. You're not going to interact with fluids. You're not going to interact with infused types, or pigments, or slurries, or energy. But you can output items. Tell you what. Output your items. Oh my god, they're gone. Wait. Where did they go? This one had fluoride in it, right? It's successfully disconnected from the pipe. And it doesn't have fluoride in it anymore. Oh my god, bro. Worry about the polonium portion after. Where did the fluoride go? Tell me about it. Okay, but maybe we changed this, and in the other world, the fluoride moved over to this. It sure did. Okay, maybe I understand. Maybe they coexist in two different locations. So you have to input gases from the bottom and output from the top, because we're putting it into the bottom here and it needs to output on the other side, right? Air, empty, 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 empty. Gases. In through the bottom, out through the top. Sure, you can auto eject if you want, but this should be going in. We shouldn't have to say push. We shouldn't have to do that. This is pulling here. It should create pressure and push. We're gonna do that just to make sure. And then this problem is a whole other problem. We can maybe put a tube in, like break the machines, put a tube in, and then start it again once it's receiving it on the other side. Who knows, man? Because on this side, now this is plutonium on the left. This should be plutonium on the left, which it is. So how did you shove your fluoride dust over here? Oh my god, are they placed this way? Is this the front? Is there some other indicator that I could figure out which way the front was? Okay, well that's part of that problem solved. It doesn't have anything to do with up to down though. And we're not going to mess with items at all. But it does change what's the front and what's the back. But it doesn't change what's the top and bottom. The top and bottom is still the top and the bottom. You should be receiving plutonium from the bottom and taking it in. And shoving it over to the other side on the other side. You should just be doing it. Just do it. And just do it, it's fine. Input, output. Gases. Input, output. You know what? We're going to do it with fluids too, even though I don't think it's a fluid. Because it's in a gas tube. But you never know. You as well. Come here, you scum. Who knows? Sure as heck ain't me. And you? Like, this shouldn't matter, right? This isn't how that works. This is a different iteration. It just connects the inventories. It shouldn't be like this. I'm so upset. But it's not doing it. Because these pipes, at the least, should fill up with the stuff. I don't get it. I do not understand. Plutonium. Private. Gases. Out the top. Dear God Almighty. Dear God. Almighty God. Dear Lord God. Almighty God. Redstone mode. Ignored. Normal. Go. Inverted. Ignored. It should just be ignored. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. Just go. Just go do the thing. That can't be right. No, that's the endpoint. It doesn't even get this far. It doesn't matter for those. Coffee will only help so much if it just doesn't do the thing. This has successfully did the thing. This makes the thing. It goes in here. Those function as expected. Buffers, we don't even really need them. It's fine. In fact, for the sake of simplicity, get out of here. And this is also empty, and this is also empty. So those can be broken without concern. These now have plutonium and polonium in them respectively, even though they shouldn't have, and I don't know how it happened. However, because we can just go like this. And we'll say you inject gases out this side. And the nuclear waste will just go to these two. But not yet. But these. And again, this one doesn't have to be here, but this must work. This has to be here. It has to be in a dimension with a sun. Which is now raining. Thank you very much. That being said, commiserate with the boys. I'm so dismayed at this. Unspeakably dismayed. Let's do something stupid since I'm so upset. Let's just actually do something dumb. Will you, if I give you nuclear waste here, export it? A 2-sentence horror story? Break in a box? Hey, Lilith, by the way. Or do you want to go by Lilith or Ankami? Doesn't matter. Anyway. What's your horror story? Has your radiation cleared up yet? Nay? Mm-hmm. Going more and more insane for the amount of time it takes stone to naturally erode away. Yeah. Haven't checked that yet. Must have been a few thousand years since you looked at Medusa. LOL. Nice. That's a good one. Unless Medusa comes and looks at you from time to time. Gazes longingly into your now stone eyes. If only. If only. Yeah, man. I don't know. And that's natural stone erosion, but erosion will occur depending on the environment. If you were in, say, a still dark bunker without much air movement, well, friend, it's going to take a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get the quantum entangloporters to transfer the gas. And I don't want to do this in the regular world. I want to do it in my compact machine, but I don't know if the solar neutron activator will work in here because it needs the sun. But I don't know if that's a config. But I can't get it to work. The sun-kissed oranges. I did have some orange for the first time in like forever today, because I don't eat fruit because of the carbs. But I'm trying something different, and so I had some orange today, and it was very nice. Okay, because check this out, right? Check this out. This is a polonium quantum entangloporter. I did have them set to pull. We can put it back. We'll just work with our polonium one for now. Polonium, right? So it's set to polonium. The side config set to gas. Out. We even turned eject on for what? No reason. Just cause. So this polonium quantum entangloporter should receive gas and output from the top blue into this PRC, which has fluoride dust, water, and will intake gases from the front. Okay. Makes sense. And then it'll output, I think, as waste of fluid. It doesn't matter. We haven't even got that far. And so, on the other side, we'll put it back. Okay, polonium. Check. There's polonium in the tube. Got it. It's pushing. It's trying. And the side config. Gases. Input. Bottom. What the heck? What the heck? Because we had this whole thing set up. We got a little polonium on over here on accident. Disaster. We can fix that with a bit of tube. You're empty as well. Come on out of there. Let's tube it up. Here, have a tube. Because we can't make this work until it works. Here's a tube full of polonium. Get in there. Get in there. Polonium. Me. Private. Gas. Input. Go. I must be missing something totally obvious, right? Wyatt, no. Like it's chunk loaded as well. We double check this. We're chunk loaded here. We're chunk loaded here. Polonium. Polonium. Gas. And like it shouldn't matter here. It should only be outputting from the top. This shouldn't matter at all. But it won't. It won't at all. The one thing it's meant to do. Move gases around. It's not doing. Which means we gotta move this entire thing back into the overworld. And I'm so upset about that. I'm so upset. Because the quantum entangloporter does not quantumly entangleport. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. That's its one chief and only purpose. To take stuff in from the front. This thing? Is that what you mean? Gases? Input? But this pipe, if it was working, this pipe would still fill up with the polonium. Because it would still be moving from the other dimension to this one and shoving into the pipe. So even if this wasn't set to receive it, the pipe would be full of polonium. But it's not. It's empty. And this one is empty of plutonium. There's nothing, despite the fact that it's plutonium. Gases. Output. Ejecting. What the heck? But they do work because I accidentally transferred some fluorite from our crusher. into this one, which then transferred it into this one, which I then pulled it out of with the chest. So it's not like they don't do anything. They do work. But not for gas, question mark? Or specifically not for nuclear waste, question mark? Which means this whole thing has to be in the overworld. Which I really didn't want. I don't want it here. But we might have to do that. If it literally doesn't work for any of the nuclear-based stuff, if it'll work for anything else, we still have to have it over here. Well, I mean, we could buy our radiation stuff ahead of time. Just do a little shopping and buy some radiation cleanup thing. And then cause a radioactive incident. And then clean it up. I'd rather not. That's just a huge waste of V-Bucks. But it's very upsetting that it doesn't transfer this stuff. Like, the entire point of this entire complex is so if we ruin something, it's not completely ruined. And look! There's just some nuclear waste in here we can't do anything about now. What a disaster. Just have a couple pipes of nuclear waste on the wall forever. Incredible. Well, I guess it's time to face the reality that everything we've done for several hours is absolutely useless. Perfect. That's my favorite. I guess we'll clean up. Hold on. Oxygen, that's fine. When you start breaking things in despair, it's best to not. Oh, and our inventory's full. That's very exciting as well. Should we make a shulker box? We really don't need to make shulker boxes despite the fact that I've just done that. We won't need these at all, I guess, actually. And the pipes can go into the generic system. We'll need this, that, maybe those, this, that. I want these to stack. I don't. Do they ever stack? Actually, now that I say that, screw it. Useless. Useless. So upsetting. No. In fact, that can actually just go away. Those can just probably go away. That can go away. Scooch that off. Scooch this over. So upsetting. So upsetting. Oh, hold on. Right. Yep. Yep. Potatoes as well. We have some fluorite. A wee smidge of fluorite. You can have potatoes as well. Not those. And not the potato. Great. Gosh. Potato, sure. Shulker box with me. I guess we'll come back for those. Okay, so First things first. Retire these useless devices. Very sad. Second, remove the stuff from the tubes. Polonium, you were made in a PRC with one of the things in there. No. No. Was that the stuff we left behind? So you come get it later? Yes. We'll just leave that there, I guess. Oh, we can't fly. We're dying? Not currently. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Ugh. Okay, so PRC. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one. Go. You'll need power, sure, but we can take care of that. Oh, the worst part will be, okay, it's fine. Good. I'll have those, thanks. Polonium, not plutonium. But then also, in a minute, plutonium, not polonium. Carefully. 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 Yes. Now, you have nuclear waste in you. So we'll wanna give that just a second. What say we pull out some nuclear waste and dissipate spent nuclear waste? Huh? Spent nuclear waste? Is that you? But what if? Huh? Oh, that was quick. Okay, it all went into this one. Okay, here's our spent nuclear waste. So we can break this one without worry. This one. This one. And then all of these tubes. But not this. Not yet. Now we have to let this just sit there. Although, ooh la la. Bold. Bold. Well. All right. I don't think that worked. Sadly. We cannot tick accelerate the decomposition of spent nuclear waste. Okay. Okay. Also, it's certainly taking its sweet, sweet time. Okay. However, we'll now have a regular tube, which we put over here. I'll have that back. Thanks very much. Plutonium. You're empty enough. Bonk. Other PRC. It's not enough. How much plutonium do you need? You probably need like... No, it'll take millibuckets. Wait. Ah, it does need 1 full bucket's worth to make 1 plutonium pellet. Okay. I don't know if you'll keep your inventory if I break you. Theoretically, yes. But I don't know. Because it keeps its inventory normally. YOLO? F. R.I.P. Goose. We've irradiated the world. I hate mechanism so much. Oh no, the boys! The boys! Do we waste 32 B-Bucks on the boys? It's fine. Can we make... What is it called? Is it the Geiger counter? Which will display our ambient stuff. I think we can make this now. Because we can make the module bases. Because we do have some HDP sheets. Let's make a Geiger counter and see just how much, in fact, we have ruined the universe. How dare you? Bronze nuggies. Okay. What a strange ad. Well, I guess I'll just put both in. It seems to be somewhat reduced. Oh, wait. This is a Geiger counter module? Time to decay, 7 hours, 16 minutes. It's fine. Yep. Gotta love mechanism, man. I'll tell you what, gotta love. Gotta love it. Might as well bust this one open and then just do the thing. What a pain. What an absolute pain in the backside. I tried to do it nice. Tried to avoid this literal scenario. But no. No, we'll burn it all to the ground. Fine. Fine. I don't know what to say, man. I hate this. I hate this mechanic. It's actually just the worst. I get it, it's realistic, but it's not fun. It's stupid. I don't know. The challenge is possibly what makes it exciting for people, but like, do I even want to keep going with this? Like, is this just trying to faff with antimatter because I hate this portion of mechanism so much gonna make it worth it to just stop the entire mod pack because I don't want to wait for this? Like, I'll probably stop today and we'll just come back some other time because I gotta wait 7 hours or pay a resource that you can't get more of to clean it up. It's just the worst. It's just the worst. Because these won't work for nuclear waste specifically. What a waste of time and effort. What a waste of days. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there. We'll leave it chunk loaded and hopefully it goes away. Who knows? So we'll be back, probably not Sunday, so probably not till Tuesday, actually. It's going to be quite a while before we're back. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Hopefully this won't, put a damper on the entire rest of the series, but it might. We'll just see. We'll leave it there for now. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you can learn from my mistakes. And I'll talk to you later. Bye!